Did you know that Patrick Beverley has never missed the playoffs? Like, never in his entire career. But why is that? Is it simply luck that he lands into winning organizations, or does he himself actually impact the wins column? I believe it's the latter, and in today's video, I'm going to show you through yet another short film breakdown how Patrick Beverley does all the little things that impact winning. This, ladies and gentlemen, is how Pat Bev's heart over height mentality impacts winning. Starting off the first segment, Patrick Beverley is known around the league as a defensive menace. Whether it's picking up the other team's ball handler 94 feet away from his own basket, diving for balls, or picking the pockets of elite scorers, the 6'1" second-round pick does it all on the defensive end, and boy are his efforts contagious. Take a listen to this stat because I believe it is a true representation of how Patrick Beverley impacts the win column. Last year, the Minnesota Timberwolves finished 13th in their conference with a record of 23 wins and 49 losses, missing the playoffs yet again. But what was most alarming was their defense, where they ranked 28th in the entire league in defensive rating. Now, fast track to this year, where the roster for the T-Wolves is pretty much the same, with the only difference being the change in starting point guards. Rubio is gone and Patrick Beverley is picked up. Now here is where things get interesting. This season, since adding Pat Bev, the T-Wolves finished 7th in their conference with a record of 46 wins and 36 losses. Not only that, but they drastically improved on the defensive end, ranking 13th overall in defensive rating. So yes, not only is Pat Bev a great defender himself, but clearly he's gotten through to this young squad of stars and has the whole team playing hard on defense. Next up, we're going to dive into the X's and O's and take a look at how Pat Bev impacts the offensive end by almost always making the right pass. Take a look at this next play where Pat Bev and Cat run a pick and pop action. Freeze it here, Pat Bev notices that Wiggins has gone over the screen and doubled him to help out his big man, but unfortunately that's a massive error as they have left one of the best big man shooters wide open for a three. Next up, another correct read by Pat where he lets the play develop, and as soon as Curry stunts baseline to help, he hits the shooter with a bullet pass right in his pocket. This next play is pure fundamentals where Pat gets the ball weak side. Freeze it here, he's going to take one dribble to collapse the defense because he knows a corner three is one of the best shots in basketball. Yet another example of Mr. 94 feet playing his role and making the correct basketball read. And guys, I can't stress this enough. Pat Bev is on a team with tons of offensive weapons, so the fact that he is happy playing his role and setting his scores up is exactly what the T-Wolves needed. Now, if you are enjoying this video, do me a massive favor, hit the like button and subscribe for more breakdowns and the best amateur NBA content. Patrick Beverley may not have the sexiest game, but nonetheless, he finds ways to be crafty and score when the chances present themselves. As we can see, Pat utilizes screens very well and has a soft floater from 10 feet out. Although he doesn't kill you in the points column, it's very important that Beverley stays aggressive and puts pressure on the defense because it opens up so much more space on the court for the Timberwolves' elite scorers. Last but not least, Pat Bev has a fairly consistent three ball where he owns a career average of 38% from deep. Of course, he doesn't shoot three-pointers at a high volume, and most of them are spot up. However, the fact that he does possess the ability to burn you from deep, especially when he gets hot, is so critical to his Timberwolves teammates. As we are seeing, many teams will focus their attention on stopping Cat and Anthony Edwards, leaving Beverley open for three. But when Patrick is hitting from deep, this Timberwolves squad can be very hard to beat.